learn. So today we will see how to do Arduino programming. So for Arduino programming, first thing you will need is Arduino IDE. So don't need to worry if you don't know what is IDE. Later in the lecture or in following lecture, I will explain it to you what is IDE. For now, you can just know the full form, that is integrated development environment. Okay. To download the Arduino IDE, you can either follow the link which is given in your course material or your course dashboard. You can just follow this and you are good to go. Else, you can also search the Google search or Microsoft Bing search. Arduino IDE also okay. Just click here on the first link. Now here you are getting multiple download options. So if you are on Windows, then you can select any of above three. If you are on Linux, you can select this two. If you are on Mac, you can select this two. So again, as you can see, in Windows, there are three options. So for an example, if you have Windows 10 or higher version, at that condition, I would recommend the first link, though second and third link will also work for you and RT will get installed, but I will recommend the first link. If you are working with the OS below Windows 10, at that case, I will recommend MSI installer. Okay. So, and as for Mac users, if you are using Intel processor chip, you should go for this option. And if you have Apple's own silicon chip, you can go for this option. So let me just click on this download option. First one, you can contribute something if you want. I just click just download. Here it is download. Once it is downloaded, you can just click on here. The new pop-up will open. Say I agree. You can read this terms and condition. And here there is two options. So for an example, if you have multiple users on your computer and you want to just install for a admin, then you can go for this option, else for all users. So if you are a beginner, you are not understanding what is multiple user on your system. So I would recommend just go for first option. Anyone who uses this computer, click on next. It will ask for permission, say yes, say I agree, select path and install. So I will not install because I already have Arduino IDE in my system. So let me just click on cancel. Let me just open the Arduino IDE. So once the installation is done and you open the Arduino IDE, you will see this kind of interface. Okay. So it may be possible downside you will see lot of things going on because and some more permission it will ask. The reason being you are installing the Arduino IDE in your system for first time, so it will install all the tools required. Okay, so once this is done, it may take some time for you. Here you need to give the time to Arduino IDE to install all the respective tools, and you need to give the permission to install all the respective tools. So once installation is completed and all the tool setup is completed, and I want to point out while I am saying tool setup, so it is not like you need to do something. It will occur automatically. You just need to open the Arduino IDE and let it do its work. So here you can see the two parts. One is the setup parts and one is the loop part. So you will ask what is void setup and what is void loop. So you will put all the code, all the program, what you need to execute only once at setup. Or in other words, you will put the instructions that is required to set up your Arduino board for doing further operations. So let me explain it using the example. So for an example, you move in new house. So you want one light bulb. So you want one light bulb and you want to switch on the bulb at night, switch off the bulb at day. So first thing what you buy a bulb, you fit the bulb in the bulb holder and then you use the buttons at your switchboard to control that bulb. So this process of setting up of bulb take place only once. Correct. So for the first time only, at the very beginning, you purchase the bulb, you put it the bulb in bulb holder. Once that is done, every time you need to operate the bulb, you just operate the bulb using the switch. Correct. So you don't go every time like when you want to like switch off the bulb, you don't go like switch off the switch, then take out the bulb. You don't do like that, right? You just keep the bulb at holder and whenever you want to switch off or switch on, you just control it using button. So in similar way, whatever things we need to set up in our program for smooth operations, we need to put up in setup section. I hope you got an idea. Like once we only set up the bulb for smooth operation, similar way, whatever things we need in our program and whatever instruction we want to give our Arduino IDE and Arduino board at the very initialization, that things only I put up in this setup section. And in that loop section, I put all that things I want to do repeatedly. I want to do repeatedly. So I hope you got the idea of setup and loop. Though if you don't understood it completely, it's perfectly fine. We are gonna do lots of exercise and in follow in following lectures also. In next lecture only, I will show you how to put instruction and code at setup and loop and what kind of instruction and code should be placed in setup section and what kind of instruction and code need to be placed in loop section. So that's it for today's video. See you in the next video. Till then, bye.